What's going on, my fellow YouTubers? This is Chris from Mars Anomalies channel. Simply put, my objective for this channel is to show the people that are interested what's really on Mars. If, and I do mean if, because I have to make this clear, if NASA and JPL haven't lied about the Curiosity rover or any of the rovers being on Mars, then I personally believe that there was not only ancient life on Mars, but there is currently life on Mars as we speak. Again, this is only my opinion. Um, in my videos, I'm not going to speak in absolutes. In other words, you won't hear me say, describe well, what you're going to hear me say is, things like "it looks like," or "perhaps it is," or "maybe it is," etc. Um, I will simply tell you what I think the anomalies are, and you, the viewers, can make your own decisions. That's all. Um, but I can promise you this: whether you agree or disagree with me is not the point. You will definitely be scratching your head trying to figure out what it is, because I think we can all agree that these anomalies were not weather related or simply made by nature. Um, and keep this in mind. This is what I want you to keep in mind. People like Will Ferrar does a great job on his videos. I think his name's Michael Witter. He does a great job in his videos. There's a lot of good people on his YouTube posters that do a great job on their stuff. I mean, they really do. So, I see a lot of people saying, well, these guys are on drugs, this is what they're seeing. Keep this in mind. If the guy puts 5 anomalies on there, on the page, only 5, if he puts 5 on there and only one's correct, guess what? That means that, it blows the theory out of the water that there's no life on there, on Mars, or wasn't any life. Keep in mind, NASA, JPL, and any other space program that's, affiliated with them, they're up there with the rover, which is a great piece of machinery. My God, this thing's a rolling chemistry lab. But they're saying they're looking for ingredients to life, and they said, well, they might have found microbial. They think there was water on there. That's a bunch of crap. There's life on Mars. There's water on Mars. There's no doubt. The pictures here will show it. Most of these people, like I said, a lot of uploaders, they got some real awesome stuff on there. They do a great job. Some people do call a rock, or they call a rock a rocket, or spaceship. You know, everybody makes mistakes, or see something that's really not quite right. But keep in mind, it's not whether they're right or wrong. If one anomaly is correct, that blows the theory out that there's no life on Mars. There's actual life, meaning humanoid life or human, whatever. So, with that in mind, let's get started. If you like my videos, I know I'm just getting started, but if you like them, don't forget to subscribe. And with that, let's get started with the video. Okay, people have seen this one. This is not new. This is an old picture. I'll just tell you what I've seen. I'm sure other people have seen the same things. And I got something that'll probably interest you after I describe what I see. This here looks like some kind of stone, part of a stone statue of some sort. You can see that it's elongated and stuff like that. This appears to have some kind of etching in it or some kind of carving in it. These here looks like some kind of animal heads. Looks like the ear, the eye right there, the nose, the mouth. It looks like some other kind of creature or statue type thing. And you can see this guy here. Everybody's called this thing everything from a hood ornament to a dragon to a dinosaur. You name it. So people have seen that. Looks like some other carving. You can see like an eye here. The mouth looks like a mouth. Some kind of statue has been carved out of stone, no doubt. I like this. This is pretty wild. Looks like some kind of grizzly bear. See the ear right here, the eye, then the mouth wide open. It's got its legs go down here, up and around. What else we have here? Well, this hair has been cut out. You can see this right here. I don't know what it is. It just looks like it's carved out. This looks like some kind of sun rays. You can see it's like kind of like lines going out of it, and some other lines and stuff like that. You can see where it's been carved out or something to that effect. It's just pretty wild stuff here. See it? And let me see what else we got here. I was kind of blown away. Let's see if I can find this again. What is this? Well, it's just the way it looks like. There's something peeking out of here, out of the rocks. It looks like this is like a space in between the rocks, but it looks like something's peeking out. Can't really tell what that is. I don't know if that's just an imperfection in the picture or not. But there's something carved out of this rock here. I don't know what this looks like. Some kind of carving. It looks like it's been carved out. You can actually see shapes and everything like this here. Now what they are, I have no clue. People have commented about this hair being carved out or melted out with some kind of, you know, equipment, fluid, call it what you like. What I thought was pretty wild too is that I've seen this here, which looks like a roof of a car. And it looks like the back window is right here. This might be the trunk. It's kind of hidden behind, or it's like it's almost buried in gravel and dirt. And you can see it right here. It kind of looks pretty wild here. Now, I kind of passed it off. I said, well, that's probably nothing. But when I looked over here, this kind of blew my mind. This looks like there's two cars sitting side by side. This might even be a car underneath the dirt, because you can see how it's like rounded in the front and everything else. But when you come here, you see this vehicle. Looks like a back window, front window here, windshield, the nose of the car, but it's behind this car. This has got a roof here. Looks like the window, the door right in here. This will be all the windows. Front wheel well, the nose of the car. Looks like it has like some kind of rotor kind of thing going on, like we have in our vehicles. It looks like you just barely see the back of the rear wheel well there. So, thought that was pretty wild. I mean, you know, just looking at them saying, man, it just looks like a couple cars sitting next to each other. And this kind of does too, because it is kind of sitting next to it, and it looks like it's half buried in this rock area or something. So there's a lot of neat things in here. Looks like there's some kind of lettering here. I don't know if you can see that there. Some kind of squigglies or some kind of crap in here. I don't know. But I think that's pretty neat. Okay. Let's go back. You can see all different kind of features here. Let me see what else we've got here. Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff in this picture. Okay, this is the part I want you to see, because we all know this is an older picture. Which a lot of people don't know is that this is not the original picture. Now I'm going to show you what the picture looks like in a minute. I downloaded this picture what I thought it was before. In other words, I downloaded this picture. It's totally different from this. Showed a buddy of mine, and he said, "Wow, it's pretty neat. Why don't you go ahead and email it to me? I want to show a friend of mine." I said, "Okay." So I did, and he called me up and thought I did something to the picture. I said, "What are you talking about?" He says, "That's not what you showed me." So I clicked on the link that I sent him. It'd come up to this little dinosaur. That's not the picture at all. This is the picture, which looks like, now don't get me wrong, this picture is this small. So you got to understand, when I, really zoom in, it's going to pixelate and look grainy and stuff. But it is actually another piece of machinery, because if you look carefully, you can see it looks like a table at the top with some kind of apparatus or something sticking out here. And then it's got this pole type thing, okay, or support. And it's got like a box base to it. It's actually like you can see the square off, and you can see what it looks like, a coil going around this thing, and then it sticks out like maybe once, twice, or three, and there's some kind of little ring sticking out at the end of that. So this is a box, but here's the wild part, is that this looks like it's been fudged out. Like you can see like it's smudged or pixelated out. This is not the first time to see this. Like this piece here, I don't think I can do it, but this piece here, just like, in anyways, you can see where this is like still pixelated, but this looks like it's actually smudged. This right here is smudged out. There's actually an area over here you can't see. Well, I'm going to really zoom in so you can see the difference. But this is all pixelated and really grainy. And then it looks like it's all smooth over here. What's that telling you? This has been manipulated, been, tricked and everything else. So, but believe it or not, this is the original picture, because I've downloaded this one first, and then 2 days later or 3 days later, I downloaded it again to show another friend of mine, and it would turn out to be that little dinosaur. Really weird. And here's the thing too, you can still see these cars here, even though they're still pixelated out. See the wheel well, see everything here. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's really grainy, it's hard to see, but nevertheless, they're there. This has all been fudged out. You can still see right here, looks like that, what I told you, it looked like kind of a roof to a car type thing. You can still see it. But let me try to zoom in a little bit. Can't go in too far because it'll just be super grainy. But you can clearly see this is two different things. That's that there, and that's that there. Now if I zoom out, this is a lot better picture. It's a whole lot bigger, so I can literally zoom out and it'll still be clear. But you can see these are not the same picture. Same terrain, not the same picture. So you get the idea. These are totally different pictures. If you want, you can go to, you can check out my pictures on my Facebook page called Mars Anomalies. Mars is all uppercase. It's spelled all uppercase or capitalized, depending on what you're, used to hearing. Anomalies is capital A, and then the rest of the letters are you know, lowercase. But you can check it out. I got a bunch of pictures on there. You can comment on there, look those over, tell me what you think. I'll be making videos on those, you know, so you can get a better idea. I got a lot of them to, you know, descriptive, you know, where I've got them circled like this one here in this picture, and I've got little descriptions on the side of them, so you can check that out. Let me know what you think, you know, and you know, like I said, just go on there, like my page on Facebook, and look around on it. I've got another one coming out too. I've got a blog spot, a blog I'm going to be doing. I just started, but I got more videos to come, and I think you guys will like them. But I'm not going to make them that long. This was just an introduction. This is my first video, so bear with me. But anyway, hey, thanks for watching the video, and I'll see you on the next one.